Good morning, this is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com, and Troy TV5. I'm Clint Myers, and I'm joined with J.C. Wallace with Chamber News. How are you this morning?
Morning, Clint. Good.
Glad to have you in. A little something new this morning. We're also doing the taping for Troy Channel 5 when we do our air interviews now. So I thought maybe we'd start off with the question of exactly what is the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, the Chamber of Commerce is a membership organization, and we basically represent the businesses in the Troy area. We really look at what are the interests of our members, but we really try to take a broader approach and address the issues of all the business community in the area. And our focus this year is really on helping our members look at how they market themselves. You know, as the media has changed, people are going to social media marketing, and how can we as a Chamber of Commerce help them sell more of their products. So basically to promote the business community and work on making people aware of all the great businesses we have here.
That's what I was going to say. I know when we joined the Chamber, it was great on the networking side. You really know what businesses are out there and the other people that are involved in the Chamber too.
Right. So a lot of it is, trying to bring our businesses together, because a lot of selling and buying comes from people that you know. So the more that we can have people interact and do that, the better it will be. But we also work on events like our Job Fair and Career Day that are important to the business community, that really support the whole community, our students. We sponsor the Not-for-Profit Council, which is basically an organization of all the not-for-profit organizations that so they can come together and work on best practices for the not-for-profit area. We recently held a thing like a luncheon for the new teachers so that we welcome them to the community. We do things like putting together a community book and maps and use our website to help people promote the activities throughout the community, a lot like what you do and TV5 here, the really great partners in the media event for us all to kind of work together and talk about how business is going here.
Really getting the exposure out to the community as well as what the businesses do.
Right, yeah.
And thinking of that, now you just had the steak fry and auction out of the fairgrounds, another great event that the Chamber puts on. Maybe a little bit about what that is about.
Well, that really is a fundraising event for the Chamber, but it's also a way for our businesses to promote themselves. They basically buy items that we use in the auction. So that really allows us to do a lot of our things that don't make money throughout the year, all of our educational programs and things like that. So the purpose is really to make sure we have a good, fun time, sell steaks and drink beer and have people bid on products that are available here in the Troy community. So. And
it's very social as well. It was great. And if you didn't have a chance to attend the steak fry and auction, you have another event that's coming up on the 28th.
Right. That's our business after hours. That's something that we held every month, where we basically generally hold it at a business that spotlights that business. But we also spotlight our new members, so our new companies that join the Chamber. We've had quite a few of them this year already. They come and we kind of give them an opportunity to talk to the people that are in attendance about their business. So that's great. This week we're going to do this at the Chamber offices to meet our new executive director and the new Strawberry Festival manager. So for all of our members that have just seen our printed pieces, they get to come and meet them. And we also are planning to make a fairly large announcement about a new project that we're going to be doing this year between the Chamber and the Troy Development Council.
And that's something that people will need to stop out and see at the business after hours.
And if you haven't been to the Chamber offices, we're right here on Public Square, and it's a chance to kind of, a lot of people have never visited the Chamber offices, so it gives us a chance to people to get a kind of sense of where we are and where we work and
the meet and greet.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun for them.
Now you have the Chamber Career Day and Job Fair. That's coming up in the near future as well.
Yeah, that is really the most important project we have coming up next, and it seems like it's growing all the time. Basically, our Career Day activities is to bring in high school students to the Hobart Arena, and basically the students will do a number of activities, but it's really to help them plan for their future careers. So we'll have a number of companies that are there. Basically, the students will go and talk to 4 of the companies at least while they're there. We have a number of presentations that we do on how to get a job, how to plan your career, and kind of an overview of what the companies are that are here, so that they kind of get an understanding of what runs our economy.
Okay.
And so that's going to be from 10 to 2. Basically, we're looking at about 1,200 students at this point. So we're going to have a number of Troy High School students, sophomores through seniors, but we're also getting students from Milton Union, Miami East, the Career Center in Piqua. So we're really excited about an opportunity to get kids to think about their future, and we're holding it at the beginning of the year so we can kind of work on career planning activities throughout the whole year. So my big pitch for this at this time is we're going to need about 100 volunteers to help us with the event. Last year we had about 50, and this is going to be 3 times the size of it. So we have a lot of looking for 2-hour slots for people from 10 to 12, or from 12 to 2, or if those hours don't work, basically to get folks to help us guide students while they're attending the event, pass out information, answer questions, but also to make our presentations. We have that pretty well defined for them, so it's pretty easy to do, and we kind of do some training ahead of time, and so we do a number of 20-minute presentations. It gives the business people a chance to actually talk to students and kind of share their ideas about what they're looking for when somebody comes in to get a job. A lot of people do that one-on-one, but it give our business folks an opportunity to do that on a larger scale. So that part of it is a monumental task for the community in itself. But then after that, we'll be doing a job fair from 3 to 7 at the Hobart Arena, and that's basically for our employers that are hiring to basically meet with the people that are in attendance. We will have information about what kind of jobs they'll have there. We'll have the TroyOhioJobFair.com will allow people to kind of keep up with what's going on, what companies are going to be there. But basically, last time we had all of our major employers attended that. And some of it's just building awareness about what they do, so if they're hiring in the future, that's great. So anybody that's interested in having a booth, and if you're a company in the Troy area that is thinking about hiring or wants to build awareness about your company and the great opportunities you have for careers within your business, even if you aren't hiring at this time, it's a chance to
expose yourself to the community, and they would know what the business is about, and maybe down the road what they would be looking for.
And everybody, the economy is doing so well right now. People don't really realize we have a lot of employers that have a lot of jobs, and so and with the age of our workforce, a lot of people are going to be retiring, and it's just occurring all the time. So we have a lot of great opportunities for people to get jobs, to stay here, bring your 19 and 20-year-olds with you, and at least have them get exposed to the different kinds of businesses and the kind of opportunities we have here. So real excited about that event, and we're going to be promoting it quite a bit. We're going to have hopefully everyone will see, basically through the churches, through the job centers, through all those things, we'll be sending out postcards and announcements. We're going to have our companies help us market it, and so hopefully we're hoping to have 1,500 people, job seekers there, and 60 businesses. The other thing that we'll have at the job fair and the career day is last year I think we had 12 universities, folks like ITT Tech, the Hobart Institute of Welding, those kind of folks too, to talk about if you're looking for training and those kind of opportunities. To basically, it's a great time to start thinking about, I'd like to find out who can provide this kind of training, or I'd like to get into this field. So
I know that Hobart, the welding school, when we've talked to them in the past, I mean, welding jobs, it's really unbelievable the pay that they earn through, or I shouldn't say unbelievable, it is skilled labor, but it earns quite a bit of money.
Highly technical, the best training institute in the world for welding technology, and in our community we have a number of companies like F&P America that are primarily welding companies, but we have a lot of companies that is just part of what they do, because we have a lot of metalworking companies in this whole area, and it's one of the clusters of our most successful industries. So, and you'll find that with ITT Tech and some other places in Edison, that there's a number of different courses that can actually help you get ready for your next job. So,
all right. Now, you had mentioned about booth space. If somebody, business or a factory that's out there may be watching or listening, what do they need to do in order to become a part of this?
Basically, they can register to participate at TroyOhioJobFair.com, or they can basically call us and we can send them the information. We'll be mailing it out to our members. At this time, you don't have to be a member to participate in the job fair, but we are really trying to keep it to Troy companies or Troy area companies, rather than having companies from out of town wanting to take our workers and move them to a different. Yeah, so we're really focused on.
Completely understandable there. We want to keep our quality workforce right here in town.
Right. So, yeah, and we're trying to offer a competitive edge for our businesses. So we'll be advertising throughout the Dayton region. Between here and Lima, we'll be working with the job centers. We'll be doing postcards, mailings, posters, in a number of different ways to try to get people to attend the event.
Now, you also had mentioned that you were looking for volunteers. If somebody wanted to volunteer to help out during the event, contact you with the chamber?
For the career day, yes. We'll be looking for volunteers for the career day, and we make it really easy for you to volunteer. And the other thing I wanted to mention for the job fair, there is no cost for people to attend the job fair, but we do want them to come with resumes, dressed.
Make sure that they're prepared. It's just like you say, coming to a job interview.
Right, exactly. And you have a short time to make an impression, and
the first impression is always the most important impression.
Right. So our companies will be ready for them, and the one thing I also want to mention is that during the career day, when we have the high school students there, that will not be open to the public, and it won't be open unless you're coming with the school. We're not going to have anybody walking in, so it's important for people to know. Last time we had them lined up at the door waiting for us to start the job fair, and that'll be the same this time, but we really won't open the job fair until 3 o'clock. So.
Okay, so 3 o'clock on September 18th.
That's right.
That'll be when the open job fair is at Hobart Arena, and then prior to that, earlier in the day is when the students will be in.
And the other thing I want to mention is we will be handing out postcards and mailing out postcards that will allow you to pre-register when you come to the job fair, put your name down, put where you're from and what kind of job you're looking for, so it'll save you time when you get to the job fair, that you can walk right in rather than trying to wait and fill out our little card, because that's the only thing we really ask of people that are attending the job fairs. We just want to know who came and what kind of job you're looking for.
Okay. Now you have another event that's coming up on October 3rd.
Yeah, I just wanted to briefly mention that one of the activities we've been doing is supporting the statewide and the National Manufacturers Day. And basically, as part of that event, one of our goals is to help our high school students see what the inside of manufacturing facilities are like. So basically, we will be sponsoring busloads of high school students to go and tour some of our factories. So that's always really exciting. And we usually will tour the Hobart Institute of Welding, and so it gives young people an opportunity to see what great careers we have in our manufacturing facilities.
And to also, I know for me, it would be to see exactly how things are moved through the process and made in manufacturing. Exactly. I think that's great exposure too.
It's surprising. People think you're just stuck to a machine, and it's a lot of communications, a lot of meetings, a lot of people making decisions about what they're going to be doing that day. So it's kind of a whole new world in the kind of a evolution of manufacturing, and we're kind of into this high tech, a lot of computer skill type of manufacturing these days. So it's really exciting to see people go, wow, we get to do all this all the time. It's really fun.
Is there anything that you'd like to kind of close up with today, JC?
No, I'm really excited to see Troy TV5 starting to do this, because the more that we're getting exposure about what's going on here, that's really helpful for everybody. So I'm really appreciate what you guys do and look forward to doing this.
We'll tie it all together. Troy Channel 5 and Troy Community Radio. It's about Troy. Exactly. Thank you so much for being here today,
Thanks
JC.
For having me. I appreciate it.
It's Chamber News. I'm Clint Myers for Troy Channel 5 and TCR TroyCommunityRadio.com.